get something where I see for our village. I no see school, hospital, army, police no dey.
Wetin we wan take army or police do when we get Mami wata? Na Mami wata dey give us food. And they give us everything we need.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, according to what your time says right now. I hope you're doing fine at the moment. Okay, in this video, we are going to be looking at the review of a newly released world-class movie, Mami Wata, produced by Nigerian filmmaker, writer, and director, CJ Fayari Obasi, and its successful drive to America's Oscar Awards 2024. Please enjoy watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon notification button for more videos like this. In Ai village, villagers worship the mermaid deity, Mami Wata, and turn to their healer Mama Efe, the intermediary between them and Mami Wata, as well as Mama Efe's daughter, Zinwe, and her protege, Priska. When their children begin to die and disappear, local resident Jobi casts doubt on the population, while Zinwe flees, driven by her own anguish. Soon, the arrival of rebellious warlord Jasper tips the scales in Jobi's favor. With the village under new control, Priska and Zinwe must plot to save their people and restore Mami Wata's glory to Ai, a story by Fayari Film. Mami Wata is a combination fable and thriller from Benin, shot in black and white and set in a seaside village called Ai. It starts with a shot of the ocean at night. The crashing surf is blurred almost to abstraction. The sound of the water is loud. The water occupies only the bottom part of the frame. The rest is darkness. Writer and director CJ Fayari Obasi creates a mood, then a feeling of wonder and dread by holding on to the image longer than most movies would. The movie does this all through its running time, never showing an image or situation in quite the way you anticipate and always staying on it for more or less time than you expect. It's unbalancing. You feel detached from whatever preconceptions you might have carried into the experience. The film casts a spell, and the spell persists to the end. Mami Wata is populated by men and women who dress and act as if they are still in a previous century, living in the opposite side of modernity. The title refers to the Nigerian goddess of water, wealth, and health, who watches over individual lives. This is a matriarchal society. The anointed priestess and interpreter of Mami Wata, as well as the arbiter and problem solver for everyone in the village, is Mama Efe, played by Rita Edochie. Mama Efe is powerful and respected, but some of her people are starting to feel that she's losing her connection to the goddess, or that she is too set in her ways to understand that the village can only survive if it adapts to modern life. Mama Efe has two children, her biological daughter, Zinwe, played by Uza Amoka Anuno, and her adoptive daughter Priska, performed by Evelyn Lee Jiwon. Priska is almost completely estranged from Mama Efe, partly because she shares the feelings of dissatisfied fellow villagers, but there's a personal component as well, one that transcends culture, and will be understandable to anyone who fears that blood trumps every other bond. Zinwe is more loyal, but she's got her own doubts. She wants to be reassured that the old ways are right, that the magic is strong, and that she will inherit all. But her mother is not the force she used to be. The decisive event in the early part of the story is the death of a sick young boy. Mama Efe treats his illness the old way, with incantations and a potion. The ritual fails. The citizens confront her, demanding answers to questions they once discussed only in private. Why doesn't the village have a doctor? Or other things that define modern life, a police force, a fire station, electricity. There could be a rebellion here under the right circumstances. Then, a man washes up on the beach as if fulfilling a prophecy or curse. His name is Jasper, performed by Emeka Amoka Aize. He exudes confidence, power, and the insinuating, dangerous magnetism that made old-school Hollywood rebel actors like Marlon Brando and Paul Newman so popular. Once Jasper enters the picture, the movie becomes more of a political fable, with elements of art house film noir and crime thrillers that didn't have much of a budget but made up for it with swaggering minimalism. The framing, blocking, and lighting of the shots, by cinematographer Lily Source, who won a prize for her work on this film at this year's Sundance Film Festival, amounts to a bridge between the past and the present, which is what the characters yearn for but cannot manifest. This is not a movie you can pick apart in terms of plausibility or real-world details. It's a dream with its own internal logic and consistency. A person, location, or object always has a specific plot function but is imbued with other possible meanings and inspires varied interpretations. It doesn't explain itself. It doesn't need to. It's all there, in the images and performances and sounds. The dialogue is in Pidgin English, with subtitles, but the acting, writing, and filmmaking are so precise that there may be times when you forget to read the subtitles. You know what these characters want. You feel what they feel. You see through their eyes. The director, Obasi, said before shooting that he wanted to make an otherworldly, trance-like film. He and his collaborators have achieved that and then some. This is a work in the tradition of David Lynch, Jane Campion, particularly The Piano and Power of the Dog, Alejandro Jodorowsky's El Topo, Jim Jarmusch's Dead Man, and, in the framing of some of the dialogue scenes, Yasujiro Ozuyu's Tokyo Story. But the movie has its own unique life force and such confidence that if you're tuned into its wavelength, you'll forget to speculate on what will happen next. Instead, you'll be immersed in whatever is happening at that moment, whether it's men and women flirting and dancing in a local bar, the village erupting in distress, or the sisters arguing on a beach at night, their faces and bodies etched with white light that captures what it feels like when modern eyes have reacclimated to the natural world, and you only need the moon to see. Nigeria's Mami Wata movie has been officially picked for the Oscars in 2024. The Mami Wata film was successfully premiered at the 2023 Sundance Film Festival, held sometimes in January, and this happened to be the first of its kind by a Nigerian filmmaker. NOSC, which happens to be the Nigerian Official Selection Committee, has finally selected CJ Obasi's Mami Wata film as its official pick for the 2024 Oscars. This Mami Wata movie happens to be the first of its kind to premiere at the Sundance Film Festival in January 2023 by a Nigerian filmmaker. The movie was properly screened, and without any second thought, it claimed the jury award for its cinematography. Mami Wata tells the story of a water goddess around the West African shores and the slowing death of her core values over the people of a suffering village called Ai. Authenticating the selection and submission of the Mami Wata movie, Stephanie Linus, the leader of the NOSC, said this in her statement: "I'm thrilled to announce a significant milestone in our NOSC journey, our first Pidgin film submission to the Academy, underscoring our commitment to diversity and global representation. I urge filmmakers not to waver in honing their skills and raising their production standards to meet global expectations." In recent times in Nigeria's Nollywood, unlike it's been a tough road to hoe, we are finally starting to see some progress in meeting the authentic requirements for the Academy's annual International Feature Films Award, which says that feature-length motion pictures produced outside the United States must contain 50% or more non-English dialogue. 4 years ago, the Lionheart movie by Genevieve Nnaji could not meet the Academy's demand for submission because it did not meet the non-English dialogue criteria. Desmond Obiagele's movie, The Milkmaid, in 2020 also could not meet making up for the first shortlist of the International Feature Film category. Since then, Nollywood hasn't submitted any movies for consideration at the Oscars until now that Mami Wata has been submitted. The Nigerian Official Selection Committee, NOSC, selected the film for its pertinent theme, focusing on multiple generations of women at the forefront of societal well-being, its unique approach to a narrative about pre- and post-colonial African societies, and its technical and artistic excellence. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon notification button for more videos like this.